We are underway as North Carolina wins the opening tip. Jamir Watkins, the 6'7" junior, off target on that one. He comes in averaging about 18 points a game. Look for him if the Seminoles are going to spring one tonight. Cadeau on a nice drive will lay it in. Jalen Withers with the rebound, and he has been the difference maker. Thrown away, and a quick turnover. Davis running the point. Daquan Davis just a freshman, and that'll be down for Watkins.
23-point effort in Louisville last time out, so starting to play his best offensive basketball. Is moved to pronounce it Jamir.
Long jumper on the way and swished in by Withers. Man, on the run, Carolina. Powell will race and lay it in.
There leads to an easy bucket for the Tar Heels.
Yeah, you want to say Ewing, but it's Ewan, as you pointed out, the 6'11" junior from Lawrenceville, Georgia. Bol Bowen into the lane, keeps on driving, keeps on moving, and a foul as well. So Bol Bowen plays excellent defense, good shot blocker, can hit the three. He can do a lot of things. Leonard Hamilton says, I love his attitude. Funny how coaches notice these things. Leonard Hamilton was talking about North Carolina and the change as this one's backed up and in.
They were playing the same way in November and December. We will be talking completely different about this Florida State team. Better this year, has found a great career at Florida State, over 1,000 points in his 2 seasons here in Tallahassee.
They were outside the top 25. That one
not in the top 25. Now we see that with Kansas 2 years later. And the difference is the competition that they're playing against. Everyone is caught up. NIL, as we see Daquan Davis knock down the 3-ball. He's on the draft boards, OB, but I would love to see him come back. Wherever it may be, he talks about how gracious he is to be in the position.
Came over and he was singing to us. I said, Leonard, you can already sing. He wants to drive it, stepping through the lane and scoops it in.
This is
Boston Holt over the top and a slam. Davis just 12 points against Virginia. The average is 17. And he hits the pair. Jackson with a pull up from 15 and nothing but net.
And love the growth of Chandler Jackson.
Their most experienced player. Ian Jackson stepping back off the fake. He drives the lane. Oh, beautifully done.
But it was
now Luke gives up the dribble. Back for Jerry Dang, who's 6'9". 6'9", 6'10", 7 feet, all over the place for FSU. Swinton with a turnaround. That's a sweet shot. Oh,
but it's going to
Carolina.
It's going to be off Carolina. Ends up being Florida State's ball. Doing the job defensively in the full court pressure.
Watkins, great fake. And inside, up and in by Ewan. Ewan. Slamming that one. Nobody bothered to pick him up. 6'11", he flushed it.
But you see Ewan has a lot of ability being able to handle the basketball. And Watkins has to give him space. When you got a guy shooting 95%. Oh, beautiful find.
And a great hook pass downstairs for Dang. Jackson flips the pass. Cadeau again. And around and out. And it'll be slammed in by Lubin.
And on the offensive glass, he's having to get second chance points.
Watkins weaving his way in. So he is starting to pick up his scoring pace tonight. Again, 18 points a game coming in. Jackson will knock that one back from the corner. 15 threes before that. So he's been absolutely cooking. Get it in deep and now outside for Dang. Got it. Nothing but net.
And now you see the potential of these two teams that have Heisman sweatshirts and Heisman trophies.
Now that might be the height of cool to be able to pull that off. And as mentioned, Kansas tumbling out of the top 25. Record now.
That is the record now, passing. Was it Kenny Anderson or Tyler Hansbrough?
And here comes Jackson on a dribble and blocked out of the sky by Watkins.
I tell you what. Yep.
Davis at the line, the freshman from Baltimore. who will sink number one. He makes 82%.
And then went on to win it 17 UP Jam as well under my guy Jamil Jones. Florida State basketball starting to celebrate each and every time they're going to see J. Leonard Hamilton on this court.
Davis with a long one and a three-pointer for R.J. Davis of Jalen Washington. Davis wants to run, kicks it back out. Jackson's open. He doesn't miss many of those. Tyson, big board, right back up for two.
And not if they go on to win the ACC title.
I forgive you for missing me on that one because it was like your 7th game in 7 days. Downstairs, Jackson. Nice little.
By the Seminoles, they've settled for a number of threes, but the way they're shooting the basketball, you don't have a problem with that. Just like Hubert Davis has no problem with
Watkins. 18 points, 5 rebounds a game. He's going to play in the NBA.
He will play in the NBA. This young man was in the NBA Combine last season. They have so many different players contributing.
Nice hesitation there by. He will bounce it outside here for Tyson off the fake. Long one. He drills it a two-pointer.
We watched Tyson miss, but I can tell you right now, I've never seen a guy win that argument, OB. I miss a shot, it was a foul. Don't worry about blowing the whistle. Everyone will understand. It didn't work for me, but at least I tried.
It didn't work, but it's a pretty good argument. At least continues to move up that list. Year number 5 for him. Washington with the catch will lay it in. And Watkins to the line. Transfer from VCU and a 30-point game against Rice, 29 against Tulane.
Shows you how great a conditioned athlete Watkins is to be able to play this style of play, but for long stretches as Coach Ham has trusted him.
I love the story Hubert was talking about today when he got to play for Coach Ham in shooting guard. Washington will nail that. Dang outside, up top for Watkins. Watkins around the screen, airborne, and hits it. Tough shot. Elliot Cadeau on the drive, got tripled up, and that'll do it as they turn it over right before the break. Nearly turned it over.
That's happened in the history of college basketball. Someone to shoot that well over a 2-game stretch. Getting very close to tournament time for the women as we see Daquan Davis.
People tend to forget about UCLA. I'm not exactly sure why, but they continue to pick up great wins. That one knocked down by R.J. Davis. Cadeau left open again. This one he nails the three-pointer.
And you have to imagine there was a conversation.
By the way, right behind him, Elon.
A lot of it has to do with they switch so much defensively. Oftentimes you've got your best rebound. Play by R.J. Davis. Of course, he's at one-on-one. He's in his bag. Maluk is doing a very good job defensing the dime. And he's done a very good job of that, distributing the basket to Wizards. Of course, the president at the time was the guy on the right shoulder. Happy birthday.
Yes. Shooter shoot, man. Ewan coming back on. And the fans very appreciative of him getting back on the floor.
Yes, tremendous ovation here to see him back on the court after turning that ankle. Of course, recognizing how important he is to the success.
They're all critical for North Carolina. Trying to get back into that NCAA tournament picture. They're going to work it deep inside for Washington.
And after you switch defense by a number of big guys in our way, OB, we didn't have a great look at it. Ewan goes back to the bench. Is being talked to by his coaching staff. Hurting your team. If you can't do the job, you've got to allow your teammates to be able to come.
Luke tried to hand it off. It barely did get to Thomas. Shot clock inside 10. And it'll roll home. Watkins out of the pack with it. He'll give it up. They'll lift it very quickly. And knocked home by Jerry Dang.
Entertainer from Gary, Indiana.
The world's greatest entertainer. Foul. And Maluk hits the lead. And the freshman rattles that one home.
Shot. We know how well Jackson's been shooting the ball.
Thomas with the dish and the slam by Maluk.
And they're probably poor that he will be in the Hall of Fame as well.
We've had so much fun working with him on his incredible return. A big scrum here with 11.5 to go in Tallahassee. North Carolina leading it 68-62.
See the space they're giving Cadeau. Still trying to invite him to shoot the three.
So they hit one. Trimble. Foul on Lubin. He has been a major difference. Watkins with another one coming and sticks that. Jackson on Cadeau, body to body, and tipped up and in. E2 right there.
E2 clapping his hands, looking forward to the matchup against the reigning ACC Player of the Year.
Davis lifts.
And the ACC Player of the Year wins that.
Down to 6 points, 9 minutes to play. The swing for Dang. Yes, and an answer.
For the last 15 years, we may not beat you 1 through 5.
Boy, Withers beat everyone to the other end. Davis saw him and darted the pass in a foul.
Yeah. Teams have picked up their level of play as of late. These are better teams and won't end up in the NCAA tournament if the season ended today. But there's time left, OB, especially for the Tar Heels.
And time left in this game.
The Seminoles well prepared for it in the second half. Get it inside to Watkins, who's unable to get it to go in the mid-range.
That pop in and out, 77-69, and a quick strike. It's deep. In deep, nice spin by Dang instead of the long one. Looking for help off the Trimble. Shot clock to 7. Trimble to drive again. Shot clock to 4. Davis swooping in and banks it in.
You know, we're going to have to see that on replay.
Won't drop. It rolls away. Jackson couldn't connect. Trimble quickly to the other end of the floor and lays it in, and a foul too.
I tell you what, a strong finish. J.J. Redick, and of course the great Tyler Hansbrough, the all-time leading scorer in ACC history.
Watkins with his 4th foul as well on that play.
And when you consider Maluk has played very well, but having to play so many more minutes, and when you take away the threat that Ewan is on the offensive end.
Cadeau high off that backboard. Rebound snatched by Washington. Here's Cadeau. Got it from the corner.
In the corner, who knocks down his second 3.
87-71. They get an answer. RJ making a move again with the scoop, and it won't drop for him. Thomas got it. Quick release. That is a lot of points, man.
It really is. And OB, I've removed the asterisk.
Trimble inside again, and another bucket for him.
Eligible to play. They could only play 3 years. So the guys who could then play.
And trying to power North Carolina back into NCAA tournament contention. Dang will lift from way downtown, nothing but nets. And against North Carolina. Heels offense has been in fine form. Trimble with the drive. He's had a really good night. And time running out on Leonard Hamilton to win his 200th ACC regular season game tonight on the iron and tipped up and in. The swing and the jumper from the corner, swished in.
Between his alma mater and his teammate.
And RJ back to the line. One other thought about Leonard Hamilton. He is smiling because in basketball season, it's all business for Leonard and every other head coach, but he's smiling a lot and he's lighter. I think, you know, he's at peace with this decision. The timing on it, I think, is very appropriate.
It is very appropriate. Now, he's not done. He's just ready to move on from what he's doing right now. But Coach Ham, for so many young people to be able to achieve their dreams coaching on the sideline, when he left Gastonia, call in on Tuesday as we see the conversation between the two. And we watch Hubert thank Coach Ham. North Carolina's not done. Don't give up on the Tar Heels yet. They're going to continue to fight as they have all season long. Hubert Davis has his team playing their best basketball of the season right now.
96-80.